Call me Chilly Chaplin, cause I came for the clapping from East Germany straight.
Chilly Gonzales, I'm really glad to have the chance to speak to you today. We're going to speak about your new album, and it's called Presidential Suite, and I wanted to ask you why this title, what does this title mean to you?
Well, I'm really glad you asked me that, because Presidential Suite to me represents the return of competition to the music business, you know. I think music has been missing a sense of healthy, gentlemanly competition in the last few years. So I thought with this album I could put myself out as an example, as someone who says I am a leader. But you know what I really need is other challengers, people to come and challenge me and be a bit more like wrestlers or politicians like in the old days, you know. I think there's too many fans, and what I'd like to do is turn some of those fans into my future enemies.
Oh, you're not so funny anymore, Mr. Bucket Gonzales!
And basically have them step into my political platform shoes.
Political platform shoes? I mean, what? I mean, you know, what is your political platform then?
Well, my political platform, I'm really glad you asked me that, because it's all about identity.
What? Identity. I mean, Chilly Gonzales isn't even your real name, is it? I mean, it's a little bit ridiculous when you... What is the identity behind that? You don't
Okay,
even
my so-called real name is Jason Beck. I'm not trying to hide that. But I've chosen the name Chilly Gonzales for myself. And I think everyone has a right to choose a stage name. In fact, if I became president, I think I would make it law that everyone should choose a second name, a stage name. We all have the right to redefine ourselves.
As an entertainer, you basically are the sum of your audience's thoughts about you. And anyone who pretends otherwise is just straight bullshitting, gang. Gang, you with me?
Now, you call yourself the entertainist, and I wonder, doesn't all this focus on the entertainment in the end just distract from the music?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that, because I think there is a danger with Gonzales that could be the case. And I'm aware of that. I think about it a lot. But when you think about the rest of the world, it's actually the opposite. In fact, the music is detracting from the entertainment. Music is killing entertainment. This belief that music is pure and sincere and expressive, when really, in reality, it's technical, precise, and scientific. I mean, music is notes and rhythms, and they make up the machine, the mechanism of a weapon in the war of entertainment. That's obvious. Everybody knows that.
What's the idea of Take Me to Broadway?
Oh, I'm really glad you asked me that, because you know, I spend a lot of time fantasizing that I'm on Broadway in the 1920s. I feel really out of place in these smoky nightclubs with all the young people pushing together. And it's just a bit lonely sometimes, being in this time, being alive in 2002. And I wish they would take me away. I wish someone could take me to Broadway, but I have to bring Broadway with me wherever I go. And the video for Take Me to Broadway is about this. It's about a guy who comes to get me backstage to play. He can't find me, walks into the backstage room, and he gets a one-time only nightmare performance. Because I believe a show is only one entertainer and at least one other person. Just like this interview. One entertainer, one audience member.
You like my video? I love the crowd, I hate the crowd, I constantly constipate the crowd. Not ish, I chilly put the ants in your pants on ish, just to put you in a trance. No, I don't wanna make you bounce, I wanna be loved and hated in equal amounts. No, I don't wanna make you bounce, I wanna be loved and hated in equal amounts.
And I'm really proud of the video. It's of course directed by Ninja Pleasure.
Ninja, yeah, I heard her name. I also want to, like, on the record there's some other people with you. Who are your collaborators?
Well, I think a lot of people who are watching this might know Peaches, but I'm really glad you asked me that, because there's a couple of other people they might not know, such as Louis Austin, who's another Kiddio artist, great crooner. Taylor Savvy and Max Turner joined me on a particularly mystical song called Thousand Faces.
Hey, what?
All about the many faces that a person can have, especially an entertainer like Chilly Gonzales. And the thing is, the three of us, we sound a little bit alike. So in a way, you could imagine that you're hearing three different faces of one character.
Too many to describe. First one that I tried was a mask that I wore on the outside. Yo, it was so raw, it was so raw. And it brought such sympathy out of everyone who saw. Sweet sympathy, but all except for one.
Coming back to your new album Presidential Suite, I noticed on the cover it's an image of a bull, right? What does the bull mean on there?
I'm glad you asked me that. You know, the bull is one of the oldest aggressive figures that we know, and Chilly Gonzales is one of the newest aggressive figures we know, and I wanted to make that connection. But it's not just a bull, you know, it's a piano also, if you look at the image, and that's to show that beneath every bullish exterior, there's an interior that's very soft and sensitive. And you know, for these Baroque times, you need both. You need the sensitivity and the aggression.
And what are your plans for the future?
I'm really glad you asked me that. I mean, for me, putting out an album, of course, means to go on tour, do a whole lot of promotion, talk about myself. And the thing is, I really enjoy it. I love to put on this pink suit, these gloves, you know, brush my hair, dance around like an egomaniac. And to be an arrogant asshole is actually something I'm surprisingly good at. I mean, I'm not really sure where it comes from, but it's good news for the companies, because what they would call grueling self-promotion, for me, that's as natural as breathing.
And now, just to finish up, do you have a message for your fans? What's the message?
I'm really not glad you asked me that. I mean, I have a love-hate relationship with my fans, but I'm not going to hide it from you. I'll be honest with you, since you asked, that yes, I love them sometimes and I hate them. And sometimes I worry that they just love me. And I think it's important that they hate me too. And in moments like this, I have no choice but to speak directly to the fans and tell them that if you are a fan of my music, you should also learn to hate me. And so I'd like to try to hypnotize you a little bit on the idea. Look into my eyes and imagine that I am the most successful musician of all time. Now imagine, just imagine how rich I am, how successful, the accolades, the prizes, the awards, everything. Do I deserve it? I don't think so. I'm totally insincere. I don't take it fucking seriously. Come on, don't you hate this guy? Look at him. Why is he even on your screen? Why are you even looking at this guy? I guess that's the message to my fans. When it comes on, I always do this one harmony with it. Yeah? Yeah. It really sticks to my mind, that one line a lot. Wow, what a workout. See, sports. Is dancing a good for sports, right?
Yeah.
Taking turns looking at the audience and you. Taking turns looking at the audience and you. Come on, high up the moon, at small bad mood. It's just you on where the jump is on that side. It's on that get bigger. Yeah, we can take it. Get that line of blue, find me out. If you hold the round this same round table. Now sit down. Are we able? Good.